Chat, what is good, man? Welcome back to the streams. How are you all doing? What's good, what's good, what's good? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, chat. Welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing? Come say hi. What's good, what's popping? Let me load this up real quick. Oh, shit, wait. Okay. Here we are, chat. What's good? What's good, Noose? What's good, Triz? How is everyone doing, man? Where we all at? I need some energy. Come on, let's get this morning started correct. What's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? Alright, chat, it's going to be a good day today, man. Volume up. Oh, my bad. How? Is that better? Am I quiet? Alright, cool. We should be good now. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the streams. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. What's good, Malinko, Nell, Noose, Triz, Kaiser, what's good? Cryptomaniac, Kata's here. All right, cool. Chat, this is an interesting start to the morning right now. Look at this. Look at what we're doing here now. The chart looks horrible with the gaps, by the way, but this is actually the first time I'm looking at the charts this morning. I had a very busy start to my morning, but we're here now. We're locked in, ready for a long stream. I've got a free morning. I don't have to go to the bank. I don't have to go to my accountant, any of that shit anymore. So, chat, we got a good morning here. Let's get it going, man. Let's get some good energy in here, some good opportunities flowing in the charts. Let's do a little breakdown here. So, chat, you got the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame. Well, the monthly time frame is pushing up. The weekly time frame is still bearish here. Bottom wick as well being made. Yesterday, you did come down around, what is this? 450 pips and grab some liquidity, which is great. Really nice little push down there. And the daily time frame as well today, it's a little bit different because we've got no bottom wick on the daily. Now that is kind of an issue, to be honest. Kind of an issue with the daily closing bearish previously, and now today's daily opening with no bottom wick. Oh, I don't know, man. But chat, most importantly here, and what I'm actually really looking at right now, the 4 hour time frame. Look at this. You got like a big range here on the 4. Let's say until about here. And you did close no top wick on the 4 hour. So, or no, you didn't close no top wick here. You've got no top wick on this current open 4 hour. So that realistically should mean you need to come up and grab some liquidity at some point. The 2 hour as well, tapping back into the bottom of this level, starting to reject. The 1 hour did close bullish, kind of weak bullish though, and you did come down and grab some liquidity here, broke the previous lows. So, do we have actually any, let's see, do we have any previous history on the 1? Maybe. We can actually potentially plot our ranges out here on the 1 hour. Or is it cleaner? Let's just have a quick look, chat. 15 minute. 30 minute. Chat, I don't like the gaps and everything. It's really throwing me off at the minute. I'm actually going to move over to the FXCM chart just for that hourly, because I don't like all those gaps. I don't think it's very nice. Yeah, look, if you look at the daily on the FXCM, it tells you a different story, right? Way less of a gap. The weekly time frame is actually the true weekly time frame. Only problem is it has a different 4 hour, right? Which is kind of annoying. But with that being said, chat, let's just drop onto the hourly and do our breakdown on this chart here. So you do have a level here at 3220.8. That realistically should be a decent level to reject off of here. And you do have room after that all the way, probably up until at least, I would say, yeah, 32, 35, which gives you about 150 pips of room to actually push up to, which is really nice, chat. Really nice. Ranges are big. I would say there's also kind of a level here. At 32.27 that you can take a look at. Let's just drop to the lower time frame quickly. Yeah, it's quite a strong level there. So we're going to actually use that as one of our levels. The 30 minute actually looks a lot cleaner on FXCM. So let's just move that up a little bit. And then if you do close that back down below 32.20, chat, what you're going to have here is you're going to have room until, where is this? To be honest, chat, you got room until like down here, 32.07. But let's try and find something a little bit higher up. Let's take a look at, No, I'm gonna have to stick with this one, chat. I'm gonna have to stick with 32.07 here. That's just the cleanest level. Realistically, you should push down all the way to there. If you do close below, every single time in the past that you've closed below, you've pushed till at least 32.09, right? Every single time. So, with that being said, chat, now that we are pushing down, you have made a few lower highs here. If you do close below here on like the 30-minute or the 1 hour, that's going to be a lower low being made. That gives you some structure to continue downwards. And the 4 hour on FXCM actually tells you a different story. But yeah, I mean, look, let's just see how this goes in the next 30-minute closure. See what we start to form here, chat. I do believe there's a lot of potential today, a lot of potential. So let's lock it in, man. Let's lock it in and see if we can grab some positions here. Yesterday, I did manage to catch some nice little sells. We actually managed that perfectly. I'm super proud of the way I managed that trade. I took sells literally right here, right? Off of this trend play, no top wick, targeting the bottom of this range. And I actually probably should have had my stops above here, right? But I didn't want to risk 90 pips. So I had my stops here, okay? For around like 40 pips roughly. Closed full at like 12, 13 pips down here. But then it did come back up and would have taken my stops and then made the move. So I'm happy with the way we managed that for sure. But look at this, chat. We're now sort of starting to reject here off the level. 15-minute closed, no bottom wick previously. I didn't even see that, which is interesting. So yeah, chat, look, a lot of opportunity today. I think we need some more closures for some more data. What's good, Max? What's good, Eugene? What's good, Discipline? And yeah, let's lock it in here, chat. So much potential. How are you guys doing there? How was your Monday? How'd you get on? I'm super hyped for this week, bro. Super hyped. I think there's a lot of opportunity here. As long as we play the market right, as long as we stay disciplined and stay composed, no reason why we shouldn't be capitalizing here. Yeah, no reason, man. No trade Monday for me. All right, Mighty Meat, good stuff, man. Feeling good, doing good? Exactly, man. That's what it's got to be. Feel good, do good. Or feel good, trade good, right? Realistically. Have noticed as well, like there's a very big correlation between what you do, like, you know, what you do in the outside world and how well you trade. I think that's a massive thing. So, yeah, stuff like lifestyle, habits maybe, right? But habits, I meant, and all of that sort of thing. 6 minutes here though, chat, till a 30-minute close. By the way, yeah, thank you, Discipline. Yeah, we dropped a video yesterday. Chat, you guys seem to be loving it. It's popping off right now. It's doing really well in terms of like feedback and views and everything and engagement. So I'm glad to hear it. But it is just pure fucking knowledge and value. I was worried that it might not do so well because it's such an educational and like in-depth video. But it did the opposite actually. So yeah, I'm super glad about that. That's a crazy, crazy informative video. So if you haven't already, make sure you go watch it. Let me just copy the link on this one. Crazy insights on that video. I appreciate it, brother. What's good, Marcel? Noose, how did the accountant meet go? Chat. Let me tell you a story real quick after I send this in. Yeah, so I went to the bank because I had to get a bank statement to prove that I had a certain amount of money in my account, right? Because that's what I need for my visa. And bro, I was stood in line for literally like 30 minutes at the bank, right? And these guys, there was 2 people on the counter and there was about 30 people in the queue. And they were taking like 10 minutes per person at least. And then after every customer, they just sit there on their phone or like chat or do something stupid. So I was literally getting like super pissed off. And then I got to the front of the queue and there's this woman and I was like, okay, I need a statement please for my account. And she's like, okay, passport. And I was like, what? I said, I don't have my passport. I have my ID and my driver's license. She's like, no, we need your passport. I was like, what? So she literally immediately said, go home and get your passport and come back. I was like, fuck that. So I literally wasted like shitloads of time. But then, yeah, then I met with my accountant. It was all good. But yeah, I don't know, man. One of them things. I just thought it was pretty funny. Pretty classic of like Cyprus. GGPM, what's good, brother? JJ, what's good as well? Noose actually couldn't watch yesterday, but I'll check it after stream. This will be the first video I didn't watch when it dropped. All good, man. I forgive you. I forgive you. Any trades taken yesterday? Yeah, we took some sells. I took sells for 12 pips. So nothing massive, but good way to start the week for sure. Classic government system, always, bro, always. Bro, just like the Cypriots as well, just the same as the Greeks. They literally take so fucking long to do anything. They never do anything in a hurry. Where did you take sales? Can you explain it? I just explained it like a minute ago, literally a minute ago, but I'll show you again because I like you. So I took sales here, right? Basically the 4 hour, it's gonna be a different 4 hour right now because of the way the FXCM chart looks, but I took sales right here because 1 hour came up, no bottom wick here. 4 hour came up, no bottom wick. 15-minute close with no top wick, which is the trend play. We popped up, took sales on the flip, closed for around 12 pips. And then actually, the reason I closed was it was actually really struggling to push at this level. Target was the bottom of this range, right? Towards like 32.07. My stop loss was actually really tight above here for like 38 pips it was. So when we closed, it actually then came back up, would have taken my stops and then made the drive. So it was a very good management. However, I think the most valid stops would have been up here in hindsight, but I wasn't really that happy with taking 90 pip stops, to be honest. But yeah, we move, chat, we move. And also, to be fair, if I was still in the position, if I did use these 90 pip stops and I was still in the position and then the 1 hour closed like this and then the next one came down without a bottom wick, chat, I probably would have been like, I probably would have closed out. I got stopped on the same stop loss you had. Yeah, Kaiser, to be honest, bro, I do think it was valid. I do think it was valid. I probably, in hindsight, like I said, maybe stops above this level here, above these wicks, or even above here, to be honest. But I'm just wary at the minute of taking on too much risk. But with that being said, like, you can just drop lot sizes and extend your stops. So in future, I'll probably be doing that. What's good, Jordy? How's it going, brother? But yeah, either way, Kaiser, the trade was a very, very valid trade. And you manage risk very well, so I think that's not a problem. Crypto Maniac, what's good as well, brother? How you doing? Chat, drop a like as well if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Bro, we're growing super fast. We're coming up to 6.5k subs very, very shortly here. What are we on right now? Yeah, 6.4k we're just about to hit, which is crazy. As you guys know, I'm pumping out trading educational content like that is no tomorrow, right? So make the most of it whilst it's being pumped out. So much value. Again, my goal is now to make as many of you guys profitable as possible. And most of it's for free, man. How crazy is that? 30-minute close? Yeah, coming up. Let's see how we close here. I'm a little bit concerned about this level here as well at 32.18. 5 minute. Starting to reject as well, like. Wait, I need to open my broker, shit. One sec, chat. All right, cool. So how's the 30-minute gonna close here, chat? Right at the level and then rip down? No, you closed below. And then broke the lows, no bottom wick. Lovely stuff. Chat, I'll be back in a sec. That is classic textbook gold right there, chat. Nothing we can take on that. Absolutely nothing. Don't forget gym content when you can. That is true, yeah. I need to bring that out as well. To be fair, I've got a new vlog coming. I might do a little gym section inside that. It's not a bad idea, actually. But chat, I can't lie. My parents are here this week. Actually, my entire family's here this week. They're staying in a nice little villa. I don't know if you're... Yeah, I put it on my Instagram story yesterday. Fucking insane villa, bro. But I'm not going to be as active on, like, filming and, like, making vlog content and that sort of thing, just because I want to actually spend time with them, you know? It's very rare that I get to see my family, so I want to actually, you know, make the most of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But with that being said, hopefully I'll try and catch some of the villa and some of that sort of thing, because it's fucking... He's streaming without a shirt? What? What do you mean, bro? I'm wearing a shirt. What? How's your gym project going? No, there isn't one at the minute, bro. Get the fam on stream? No shot. Bro, no way. That would never happen in a million years. I don't even think they know I stream. To be honest. I wonder what they think I do. I actually wonder what they think I do. Because I've never really spoken to them about it. I presume they think I'm involved in some illegal activities. Do they know you trade? Yeah, they do. They do, but I don't know about the content side. Maybe. Chat, 30-minute flipping here. Flipping back up after like briefly closing below the level. You tapped into this area here. You know the area that I told you guys I was worried about? You tapped into that right now. So this would be a very valid place for us to reject. If it did want to reject here and close back above, that would be actually very valid for some buys in my opinion. You just broke all the lows here from earlier. Did you break this low? No. But with that being said, you did break quite a lot of the lows. So realistically, chat, if you do close back above right now, it might not be too bad. Yo, fucking Asian ran again, chat. What is it with Asian and just running like crazy? Like that session at the minute, trend line support. Chat, should we live up to our name? Let's live up to our name right now. How do we do this? I actually don't even know how to draw a trend line. It's like that, no? If it closes below, chat, that'd be a Tory Trades entry right there. She loves a good trend line break. Asian session used to be the steady long ago, but it goes crazy these days. Yeah, honestly, Asian recently has been ridiculous, chat. There's been like an extreme amount of volume during Asian session. I don't know what that is. China has a lot of gold. That's why Asian pushes on gold. Isn't it more Tokyo-based volume? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe it might be based off of that as well. I also think that, to be honest, I would say that most of the banks are just waiting, even like the US and English banks and European banks, they definitely have people that trade Asian, right? So they're probably just executing early before everyone wakes up. You know, they have like desks that specifically trade Asian session or specifically trade, etc. But yeah, we are pushing back down right now, chat. Did you break the low again? No, you didn't break the low, but you look like you're trying to here. So you might continue down, chat. But I mean, look, we need decisions here. We need confirmations. We need closures, essentially, at the end of the day. All of this is based off of closures. Yo, I really want to film a new video with my new mic. I feel like, wait. How do I sound right now? Check. Check, 1, 2. Mad. I feel like it's gonna be sick for new videos. Because like, in my previous videos, I was always really, I don't know, how do I say it? I was always really echoey and like my voice seemed a bit distorted, but now I think it's completely fixed it. Every time Trump talks shit about China, gold goes up. Yeah, that's because of uncertainty. The tariffs just create mass uncertainty, right? Sounds really sexy. Wait, I mean good. What's up, Jay? Lone Trader, what's good, brother? How you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Hopefully all is well. Let me actually see how this sounds on stream. Yeah, it's way better. That's sick, man. Worth the expense then. Nice. All right, 5 minute flipped here. You did break the lows as well. Like, rebroke the current lows. Started to reject here. Stopped out any buyers that had like premature buys right now, I think. Like, realistically, a lot of people would have had buys off this tap and stops right below this low. So all that did is just come and stop some of the buyers out that had stops there. But the most valid stops, if you were in buys, are probably below here right now. Win a trade? No, bro. Guys, if I'm ever in a trade, you guys will know. Like, first of all, I'll tell you when I get into a trade. Like, I'll literally say, I'm getting into buys here. Or I'm going to take a buy here. And then I'll have this on the screen, right? But if I don't have that on the screen, it means I'm not in a trade. We need confirmation here before I get into any positions. I just got here, so nah, it's there. It's all good, bro. Don't worry. It's all good. I'm just explaining. But yeah, realistically, there's nothing we can do right now, chat. We need the confirmation, right? You have a 15-minute close here in about 6 minutes. 5-minute closing in about a minute and a half. And obviously then we're leading into that 1 hour close in about 20 minutes. That's going to be like the big confirmation here. But if you look at the structure right now, I would say, to be honest, let's just delete this. I would say we're in a wider overall range between these 2 points. Right, you start to consolidate a little bit, which is not the best. Let me load Zoom up so I can actually do some like explanations and shit. That makes it a lot. It makes it a lot easier for me to do that. All right, cool. Why don't you have same color candles I have? Why do you have same color candles I have? That's freaky. Wait. Why did the voice just drop? That's so weird. Maybe I tapped the mic by accident. Bro, sounds like an R&B intro. That's crazy. Yeah, there's like a little touchpad on the side of the microphone that like adjusts the volume of my voice, and I think I must have like just tapped it by accident, so we're good. 30 flipping here, chat. 5 minute previously closed bullish as well. But look at the 5 minute structure right now, chat. Like, look at what we have here. You still have bearish structure. You're pushing like this. Lower lows and lower highs being made. So until you, realistically, until you come up and break this high here and do something like this, that's when we can take the buys, right? And take that to continue up. But for right now, like, look at the way, yeah, look at the way this 5 minute as well is rejecting off the level. This is really, realistically just a break and retest by the looks of things to just continue down. So there's 2 options right now, chat. The 2 options are as follows. when you see something like this happening and we're ranging, first of all, you can like trade the little micro ranges within the range, which is what I've got marked up here. And you can take something like this, right? You could take either the sells to continue down towards the bottom of this range like this, right? And that's a pretty decent play. Or you can follow the market structure here a little bit and wait for a bit more confirmation and actually wait for the fake out back into this range here like this and take these buys back up towards the top of this range. Failing that though, chat, if we don't get an entry on either side of either one of those two options, what you would have to do, to be honest, is wait for like a candle close down towards the bottom of the range. If it could close no bottom wick, then that'd be great. And then you could take the buys, you know, after a sky dweller play from back up here to just continue to range, right? You know, if we do want to continue to range, that's fine. But if you are in a range, chat, remember what I always say, right? Like, we're in this range right now. The overall wider range is between these 2 points, between here and here, okay? So when you're in that, you don't want to be taking a continuation trade, a range continuation trade in the middle of the range. You want to be taking one at the bottom or the top. Now, if you're taking a closure within this minor range, it's okay. But if you're just taking a position based off of you think we're going to continue to range, you need to be either taking buys from the bottom, like this, right? Or you need to be taking sells from the top after a liquidity grab, and then you get a position like this to continue down. But again, right now we have a very conflicting you know, bias on multiple time frames here. So like if you look at the 1 hour right now, we're technically making higher highs and higher lows, okay? So we're doing something like this. Whereas if you drop down to like the 30 minute or the 5 minute, let's drop to the 5. On the 5 minute, what are we doing here? You're just doing the very fucking opposite thing, right? Lower lows, lower highs in order for a continuation down. So you need to wait for all of those time frames to align. If you watch my most recent video, you will know this. But you need to wait for all of these time frames to align and actually be printing the same structure, the same bias, and then you can get in your position. Fire, what's good? Alex, how's it going, bro? MC, what's good as well? Until that happens, chat, I should have clipped that explanation, to be honest. But until that happens, not much we can do here. So like, I'd be happy taking buys here off that continuation of this structure. But in order for the 5 minute to also align, what do we need to do? What do we need to do, chat? Tell me. It's a Q&A right now. Someone got an answer? What's good, Ranko? Geoguessr. No. In order for that 5 minute to be aligning with the higher time frames, right, we need to see a break of structure. So we need to see something like this happen, where we close back above these previous highs here, and then that's your break of structure to continue up like this, okay? But we don't currently have that. So we need that. 15 minute. 15 minute closing, respecting the level, bearish, but also very weak bearish and with a lot of bullish liquidity being grabbed. So again, chat, that's a contradicting confluence there. I might actually make that my new term, contradicting confluence. Sounds fucking good. Are you trading concepts able to pass any prop firm? Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. JJ, what's good? Big ups, new here. Whoa, we have 2 JJs now. Mic hella loud? I don't think it's too loud. It's the same as it was. Or is it like really loud? Turn it down 1. Wait. It's fine? Okay. What's good though, JJ 2.0? It's just my volume when you get close to the mic, my bad. All right, you're good. Yeah, chat, 15 pushing back down. Copyright here, trust me. Chat, drop a like on the stream if you haven't already, man. I appreciate you all very, very much. We're dropping a ridiculous amount of value right now. Endless value here. Chat, honestly though, being at that villa yesterday and like return, I'm gonna be obviously there the rest of this week. It's gonna be crazy, chat. The motivation that it's given me is insane. Absolutely insane. Like, bro, this villa, I think we looked at how much it'd be to buy. It'd be like 3-4 mil or something. I'm gonna make a vlog out of it, but I need to get myself one day. That's the goal. Okay, what's the 1 minute doing? Ranging. 1 minute is ranging here, chat. 5 minute. So chat, the 5 minute looked like it was trying to reject here. And this 5 minute candle might still flip, right? But you're still printing those lower lows, right? And lower highs. So you can't really take anything just yet. You need a group villa? That is true. One day. One day. One day or day one, chat. Broke the lows here. Broke the lows. So this might continue down here. Although you did start to reject, chat. This is what I mean, right? Listen to the way that I'm describing price action right now. Just like understand what I'm saying here. I'm saying to myself, and this is a very good insight into like the way I think whilst I'm trading. You know, you have to be open to every single option. So right now, like I just said, right, it might break the low, but then listen to my next word as well, which was it's also rejecting quite heavily here. So that means that it could do either. And when it could do either, you stay out because you have no confluence. You know, like when you're in a trade, you should be getting into a trade thinking the only logical thing for it to do right now is to push down, or the only logical thing for it to do right now is to push back up. You know, you shouldn't be getting into a trade thinking it could do both, but you know, I think it's going to do this one. Nah, that's not a trade. That's a gamble. That's literally a fucking roulette, red or black situation. And you don't want to be trading like that, right? We're not gamblers. We're traders. Need to start selling boot camps that Alex G and Lambo roll for 4K a pop. Boot camps are crazy. Like group coaching for that much is stupid. One-on-one, yeah, I understand it. But like, I don't know. Alex G and Lambo Raul, neither of them can trade. So the fact they're even like making money selling shit like that is ridiculous. It's so funny though, because people see that they have a fucking Bugatti or a whatever it is, like a, what does he have? He has a, I mean, they both have Bugattis. Bro, do you think they got that from trading? You think they made 5 mil from trading? No, they did not. No, they did not. The worst one in the world is Mamba, bro. I don't know how that guy even like, I don't know how people believe that guy. None of his content is even about trading. Anyway, no shit talk here. We stay in our own lane, chat. People actually do that? What if someone blew their account? Just walk out of there? What do you mean? Absolute tard? Crazy. Chat, it's such a beautiful day out here. It's sunny, sun shining. Cannot complain. What have we done in the past here though, chat? Let's look at the previous mirrors quickly as well. Let's look at the previous mirrors. So, in the past, chat, when you've pushed up to this level and rejected, first of all, normally you push a lot higher, right? in all of these pushes up, you've pushed towards like 32, 36 before you actually reject here. Okay. These pushes here though, you actually push a lot further down as well. So at the minute, we're like right in the middle of this range here. So at this point, it really could go either way, right? So in that situation, right, you're better off waiting for it to be like on one side of the mirror or not. So you can take your positions. Let me just, sorry, let's focus up here. So you can take your positions on the top side of this or the bottom side of this push. But if we're in the middle right now, it technically could do either. However, with that being said, every time you close back above this level here, chat, you do push up towards the top of the range. So like this range here, every time you've closed above it, what do? Like this time you closed above it, you pushed up. Okay, this time you closed above it, you tap the top of the range. This time you closed above it, you tap the top of the range. So now that we're faking out, grabbing liquidity, and pushing up, we should be good to go. No way, good morning SG. What's good, La Leche? Long time no see, brother. Where you been? Where you been, my man? He had a signal channel with his buddy Sensei, and he lost so much that he gave up the idea. He had this campaign to bring people in, and people actually saw he can't trade. Of course, bro. I can see through the smoke and mirrors, and you got a good IRR and a good strike rate, my friend. Not that bad. Best of luck to you. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Best of luck to everyone, man. I really want to see as many of you guys succeed as physically possible. Chat, 6 minutes here to the hourly close. If we close respecting this level, there's only one way you should go, really. There's only one area you should push to. If you close respecting this... Oh my god, why do I keep drawing boxes, man? That's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah, if you close respecting this, you should be seeing a push up towards the top of the level, especially with the 30 breaking all the lows. You might need to come down and break this low, actually, but you didn't. You, like, respected it. So that does mean, to be fair, we can have stops on that low right there. Great content. Could you explain your break-even process? Interesting analysis you got. What's good, Godfather? Yeah, very good question, man. That is a very good question. So my break-even process is very simple. Very, very simple. There's a few catalysts that will make me go to break-even, okay? First one is a minor support or resistance, right? So you can see, let's say that we got a trade in this range here. So let's just say, for example's sake, you know, we close back above the level and we get a buy, okay? In that situation, my break-even is going to be around this level here. The reason being, we have a rejection area, and rejection areas here to the left. So these are minor levels where in the past you've rejected from. So the first break-even, like, sort of criteria is a minor rejection level like this, okay? Second is based off of like candle closures. So I'll literally watch candles. If it closes in like no top wick or closes against my bias or against my position, in a way that I think is going to be detrimental to the position, then we'll close or go break even. And the third, realistically, is off of a wick fill. So when you have a wick fill, all that means is a wick fill is essentially filling the range of that smaller position. So if you have this position right here, you know, a wick fill of that, oh shit, wait, let me just draw this properly. It's actually a range fill. So you close like this, but above the level, you have a big top wick. That wick is also the top of a range on the smaller time frames. So once you fill that level there, that's a very valid point to go break even. And yeah, that's the 3 ways I go break even, to be honest. And then, but realistically, one of the most important things with going break even on a position is you need to have that position, that break even point set before you get into the position. Because if you try and set it afterwards, you're going to be thinking emotionally, right? So the most important thing is have your break even set before you're even getting into the position. So it could be a candle flip, the wick fill, the resistance level or whatever, but whatever it is, set it before the trade. And then, you know, now you've got your instructions. and you're not going to deviate from that plan, right? But chat, look at this, 30-minute pushing up here. 3 minutes until the hourly close. Let's see if we can close with like a decent bottom wick here. Top wick on the 30-minute. Call me crazy, but SG's a G. I appreciate it, Ranko. What's good, man? Tapped into this level here, which is not the best. I would have liked to see us close before tapping into that level. What's good, Gene? How's it going, brother? Oh, chat. Wait one sec. Okay, we're back. We are back, chat. Forgot about stream, I'm lacking. You are lacking, Rentaro, man. You're lacking. That was good, man. Alright, chat, 2 minutes till the close. This looks good here. This was good. So, if we can now just get a nice little bottom wick on this next candle, and then flip up, that's going to be our buys to continue up towards the top of this range, right? That is going to be the buys. Let's see the 5 minute here. Are we closing above? See, chat? See what I mean about this 5 minute structure? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I want to see us close above here, to be honest. That'll be your break of structure. That'll be your continuation upwards. Because realistically, right now, yes, you're closing back into a range. Yes, this is a fake out. The 1 hour looks good. The 30 minute looks good. The 5 minute structure is still technically bearish. So I don't want to get caught in a position where we get in buys and then it respects that 5 minute structure. If we can close above this little high here on the 5 minute, that should be enough for me to, you know, signal a break of structure, and we should be good. You did make a higher low as well. So you're probably going to be good here, chat. As long as you close above this little level. But in that case, then the room that you've got up towards that break-even point is not very high. In fact, we're right at it. So I'd like to see a bit of a pullback. We're not going to get one, chat. We're not going to get a pullback. Gold is doing its classic thing of running right towards the end of the candle. It loves it, man. It absolutely loves it. We've gone from what we would have had was like 40 pip stops to 67 pip stops. So you're entering on the bottom wick or waiting for it to pull back. I don't think I could enter on the bottom wick here, to be honest. I don't think I can enter at all now, chat, to be honest. This is insane, bro. One hour flip. One of the best retail traders is Ushikai, Japanese trader who makes 3 mil a day. He doesn't make 3 mil a day, bro. Maybe 3 million yen, bro, but not. He probably makes 3 million yen, bro. That's like 20k a day. That is understandable, but 3 mil a day is ridiculous. Chat, we closed here. Fucking no top wick. That is unbelievable, chat. That is absolutely unbelievable. But guess what, chat? Guess what? We're patient traders, right? Absolutely nothing I can do here right now. Like, literally nothing. We have to wait. We have to wait now for probably a closure back above this level now. Because what you've done here, chat, first of all, is you have to understand your advantage points. Your advantage point is the top of this range, which we're pretty much already at. You're 10 pips away. right? And then, second of all, you've closed no top wick. So now your resistance level is right here. Even if it continues to push up, right? You have a resistance formed right there with the no top wick. So chat, this is difficult, man. The 1 hour did flip as well. So I do see this continuing up, to be honest. But like I said, it turned into 90 pip stops. Yeah, I think the 4 hour is going to flip as well, bro. Different 4 hour here. But this 4 hour, I think the Oanda 4 hour is going to flip as well. Can you rename charts? That'd be really nice. You know how cool it would be if you could like rename the chart on your screen? You can't, right? Let's make this one red and let's make this one blue. And then I want to move these out of the way. And then I want to close that. I want to do, wait, I've got an idea. Okay, wait, actually it's fine. We'll do that later. Yeah, chat. So, with that all being said, this is really nice for buys, right? I do think if you're in buys, you're chilling right now. But I can't get in buys because we tapped the top of the range. Like with this closure, right, your advantage point towards the top of the range was 19 pips. So, there's nothing we can do there. But now if you look at the 1 hour market structure, we are chilling, chat. Look at this. So you have essentially, you had bearish market structure on the 1 hour, bearish. And then you broke this high here, right? That's when you broke market structure. Then you come down, retest the level, grab liquidity from below. Again, continue back up, new high. Again, another low, new high. Another low, grabbing a shitload of liquidity and taking out this previous low. And then you continue back up. And now all you should do is this, right? That's going to take you all the way to Valhalla. Especially with all the fundamentals on gold at the minute being extremely bullish. Like, there's really nothing else to say here other than buy gold. But obviously, there's no setup for me here. There's no setup. So it is what it is, man. Chat, like, I want to explain to you just briefly the difference between, okay, there's two things in trading that are big traps, right? The first one is knowing where price wants to go. Okay? And then the second is actually having a setup. So these two things, is it going to change? Okay, there you go. So yeah, there's a difference between knowing where price wants to go and actually having a setup. The difference is this one, most of the time you're probably going to be right, okay? Like intuition based, you're going to be right a lot of the time, especially when you get to my, like, as trading as long as I've been trading, where you start to actually see like market structure being printed before it does, and you have intuition and all that sort of thing. Great. But what comes with this? Okay, what is one of the main things that comes with this? FOMO, right? FOMO. Okay, because you don't have a setup, but yet you're still taking a position. What comes from FOMO? Losses and revenge trades and blown accounts. And then importantly as well, what are you making the decisions from when you're using FOMO? Or essentially intuition? It's your emotions, right? Whereas when you trade, if you actually have a setup here, and you actually take a trade based off of having a setup, what happens? Now, all you're doing is, you're trading with discipline, right? You literally have discipline, and your decisions are being made solely off of data and statistics. And when you take a trade off of your data, if you lose, what doesn't happen? You don't FOMO, you don't have revenge trades, and you don't have poor psychology. All of these are gone because you understand that it's just a part of your system. It's a setup just like all the other trades were. And if you take a trade from your system, if you win or lose, it's the same result, okay? It's still a W nonetheless. So I want you to understand that, yes, right now, you saw me literally say, yo, chat, price wants to push up here. But what did I not do? I didn't take a position based off of it. And we stayed disciplined. And that's how, in the long run, your account goes like this. And then when you start making decisions based off emotions, you start to see stuff like this happen, right? You start to see your account go like this. And then it's blown, okay? But when you actually make decisions based off of your setup, your system, and discipline, your account starts to look like this. Yes, maybe it has smaller pushes up, but it does this, and then this, and then it starts to go parabolic, right? And then it looks like this, and then every single win becomes bigger whilst your losses stay the same. And that's when you see that fucking parabolic account increase. So that's exactly how you need to trade, right? That's the most important thing you can do as a trader. Just stick to your fucking setup, stick to your system. Because you understand there's infinite trades, right? Literally infinite trades. You're going to get like 3 or 4 setups a day, 5 trading days in a week, 20 trading days in a month. Times that by, 1,000 months that you're going to trade. It's fucking more than enough, chat. It's more than enough. And look, we rejected off the level here and started to push down. So, fucking sue me. But yeah, take notes on that one, chat. Started with 30k debt on a credit card funding a business that they're making illegal in Florida now coming up. Crazy, bro. Gene, I saw that. You paid off 3 credit cards. Good stuff, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's huge. What was it? The vending machine business that you had? Chat, drop a like as well if you haven't already, man. We got essentially W value in the stream. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, you're flipping here after the no top wick. Sales might not be too bad. I was selling. Yeah, okay, yeah. Gene, can't you just move it to another location, to another state? Damn, somebody has to clip that. Noose, appreciate it, man. Daily as well looks good for sales. Yeah. It's indecisive here at the minute, chat. Indecisive. You grabbed so much liquidity. I can't take sales based off of this, right? Look at the amount of liquidity you've grabbed from below. You have a bottom wick, bottom wick, bottom wick. And you only have 1 or 2 top wicks being made, but they're much smaller. We've grabbed like countless fucking bottom wicks here. And look what happened in the past when you did this, chat. This is what I'm talking about with price action mirrors, right? Look at what we did in the past when we grabbed all these bottom wicks. Here and here. You rip straight through, right? Same thing like down here. You just, then immediately afterwards, what do? This one you push straight up to the top. That's a bad color to use. So yeah, this one you push straight up to the top. This one you push straight up to the top. And now we're right here, right? What are we going to do? I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't feel like the US is going in the direction where I feel like it's a smart move as of right now. Fair enough then, bro. Fair enough, man. Woo! Chat, hay fever's kicking my ass right now. Oh my god. Do you strictly trade gold? Yeah, only gold, bro. Did he say gay fever? Crazy. Yeah, I only trade gold, bro. I like to trade one pair just because it makes you a lot more in tune with the way that pair moves, right? It gives you a lot more understanding of like the movements. You know, like I always use this as an example, right? But if someone said to you, let's say you trade like 4 or 5 pairs, okay? Let's say you trade GJ, gold, NAS, and fucking euro dollar, okay? You trade those 4 pairs. If I came to you and said, what does euro dollar look like right now in terms of structure? Yeah, you might be able to tell me. But then if I said, okay, what does GJ look like right now? And like ask you to actually draw out the candles on a fucking whiteboard, I doubt you'd be able to do it. Whereas if you said to me, okay, cool, what does gold look like right now? I'd be able to tell you exactly what the structure looks like on the daily, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, just intuitively with my fucking eyes closed. So if that doesn't make me a better trader, then I don't know how, like what will, because I'm almost like dialed in with my own pair. It's like you become one with the pair in a karate style way, you know what I mean? But seriously, it does help you get into tune with the pair. Pushing back up here, chat. 4 hours coming up towards a flip here on Oanda. Once you flip, chat, there's really one with the pair, yeah. Once you flip, there's really nowhere else to go other than towards these highs. It's like a person, the more you trade it, the better you know it. Are you trading people, Alex? The more you trade them, the more you know them, right? That's not legal, man. What's good, Bedge? How's it going, brother? What's good, what's good, what's good? So, chat, 15-minute closing here in about 2 minutes. Can we close above the level? If we close above this level, chat, that might be decent for a position, I can't lie. Breaking 15-minute market structure there as well. Breaking this high. That would actually be not too bad. You do have a few levels to the left, though. So, I mean, we'll see how it prints, right? The 30-minute as well. To be fair, chat, we might be grabbing something here off this 30-minute. You do have a 4-hour close very shortly, right? You have, how long? 45 minutes? Yeah, 45 minutes till a 4-hour close. So, yeah, with that being said, chat, it might be better for us to wait. But obviously, we can check this 15 and then the next 30. And if it doesn't form on then I'll wait for the 4-hour. But for right now, I'm still okay to take a position here. You trade London session only? No, I trade London and New York session. I trade London on stream with you guys on YouTube. And I trade New York session in the Discord with my private group. I think it's a good balance, to be honest, trading like that. Recently, London's been a bit dead, right? So we haven't been able to get any positions during London session, but New York's been making up for it. Like, we actually, to be fair, yesterday's position, 12:30, that's pre-New York. Pre-New York's actually been eating as well recently. Like, pre-market open, New York. It's been not bad. Chat, we're ripping here, man. 4-hour must have flipped by now, right? Yeah, it did, right? No, it's coming up to it. Okay. 15-minute closing in about 13 seconds. I realize I can just press up and down. Yeah, 15 kind of no top wick, which is good. Said no one. It's not good, obviously. Not ideal. Chat, this is gold being gold right now. With all this volume, gold is just not following price action. I genuinely think, and I was thinking about this yesterday, I think my strategy, the way I trade, I think it works better in a period of low volume. Like, not low volume, but not crazy volume, right? You know, like right now when we have ridiculous volume on every candle, all the closures are like no top wick, it pushes immediately, no real pullbacks. That's when like we get our entries, right? We get entries on the pullbacks, we get entries on the bottom wicks. When gold is like lower volume, that's when we get the crazy positions, you know? We get like the perfect bottom wick pullback, you know, entry on the lower low type shit. But for right now, chat, I mean, it doesn't mean we can't trade, right? Like I said, I took a win yesterday. Took a win the other day. You know, we still trade, but I think it's just it works a little bit better during those times. All right, chat. Wait 1 second. I gotta do this real quick. Sometimes the markets have a longer time of another character as well. I tend to see it as cycles, minor changes in characteristics. 100%, bro. So the way the market works is purely cycle based. It's cyclical. So it'll have periods where it's moving in a specific way, periods where it's moving in a different way. You know, sometimes it just runs towards the end of candle closures, which means you end up getting like no top, no bottom wicks. Sometimes it runs on the beginning of the new candle, and sometimes, like currently under Mr. Trump, it's running non-stop. So it's based off of cycles, and you have to understand what cycle you're in. As well as that, you obviously have cycles in terms of consolidation periods. Then you have, you know, liquidity grabs, and then you have your actual move. So that is a cyclical thing as well. But in terms of like macro structure, a lot of it is based off of cycles, and it's all due to like quarterly theory, due to what sort of what state the economy's in, all that sort of thing, right? I'm not going to get deep into the fundamentals, but just understand that whatever cycle you're in, you have to realize it. And you have to adapt. So if gold starts printing no bottom wicks on every candle, you have to sort of adapt. And if it starts running towards the end of every candle, then you get the point, right? What's good, Top G? How's it going, man? Is that the real Top G? Imagine. Like your strat works, but the setups play out before in periods. Yeah. No, I hear it, Axel. Yeah, you're completely right, bro. You're completely right. 5-minute closing in a minute here, chat. Let's see. Baldy over there. What's it like to have no hair? Is it hot or is it cold? I don't know, because I'm not bald. It's a good song. Yeah, 11 minutes, chat. 11 minutes. A lot of potential here, though. A lot of potential here. Chat, the value that we just dropped in the last like half an hour. In fact, yeah, in the last half an hour, we dropped enough value to where like genuinely people sell the same. People sell less value than I just gave for like 4 figures. But we just gave it for free. You understand that shit? Like, there's traders that I know that sell like a video course for like 2K. But I just gave a 1-to-1 like fucking, I don't even know what to call that, masterclass completely for free. If you guys don't smash that like button, you're all getting banned. Because that's just insane value, man. Most likely there'll be a retest and a higher low being made in order to push up. Yeah, we'll see, bro. It needs to print some structure here. It's made a big, significant move, right? When you have a significant move like this, 150 pips pretty much. When you have a move like that, you have to consolidate for a little bit. It's used up all its power, right? Just think of it like I don't know. I don't really play many video games, but there's probably a video game where you get like a superpower and it recharges. Fucking Overwatch or something. I don't know. Think of it like that, right? Gold's just used its superpower, and now it needs to recharge. What do you think about sells if it sweeps above the highs? We'll see, bro. It needs to. If it sweeps above the highs, and then prints bearish structure, then maybe, right? But right now, it's still making bullish structure. It's still pushing upwards here. Where you change the overall price for the contract size on NQ. On the journal right now, it's at $10, and I wanted to put it at $20 all the time. Contract size. Do you mean like per point or what? You have to explain it to me a bit more. Again, I'm not like too into futures, so I don't know. You know, like I can do the pip calculations in my head like this, but with futures, it takes me a little bit longer. Chat, 30-minute closing in 8 minutes here. Did you tap this level? Chat, so the 4 hour came up and failed to flip here. I have no idea why it would do that. I have no idea why it would do that. But at the same time, the flip is... technically, the flip is a rejection area. Because it's like a previous closure, right? So I just said I had no idea why I'd do that. I know exactly why I would do that. This is still technically like a rejection level here on the 4 hour. So it's realistically just rejecting. But I think you need a professional YouTube editor for your videos. What do you think about that? Ah, this one. I have a professional YouTube editor, bro. I have one. Thank you, though. Appreciate it, man. Have a full-time editor. But to be honest, with my trading videos, the more edited they are, the more it takes away from the actual value, right? So I don't really make high edited trading videos anymore. Like when I see people make these crazy high edited trading videos, all I think is that they're actually just, it's smoke and mirrors, right? It's smoke and mirrors to just make you think you're getting more value than you are. Right? This video right here, there's not one edit. I mean, apart from captions. I literally even did the cuts like in the video. Like zoom fucking drawings. And then it's just absolute value. That's all it is. What else are you looking for in your team? To be fair, if you guys are looking to become a clipper for me, like make short form content, Top G, if you want to make short form content for me, I'm hiring short form editors, okay? So if you guys are short form editors interested in anything, a job, then, oh wait. I just tried to copy that, it didn't work. I was in streamer mode. Why can I not fucking... Wait, I'm gonna have to exit streamer mode quickly. Don't pause the video, you look like an anime frame. I can't let it run either. But yeah, if you want to become a clipper for me and you want to make content based off of my short form, based off of whatever, and get paid very, very well for it, then there is your link to join that server. But yeah, that's all I'm looking for in a team at the minute, News, to be honest. I have pretty much a good team. Wait, Alex, let me get back to you. At trade results and profits in the journal, you have a math calculation and it's $10 per contract. I want to add $20. I'm gonna tell my girl to clip for you. Does she edit, Rentaro? Wait, let me just see if I can figure out how you could fix that. You could just change the... Wait, let me show you. I have to log out. Change the formula to say, instead of 10, to say 20, right? You know what I mean? Like this, look, wait. So, storage is full, you know. How do I have full storage? I paid for like 2 fucking terabytes of storage. Okay, wait. So just go to this bit here. Yeah, but like, you can just do this, right? Wait. Go to the profit thing. Here. And then... How did I do that? I got it, thanks. Okay, okay. Just drag it all the way down. It's more to the right. Oh shit, yeah, it is more to the right. Just like when you change it for one trade, just drag it all the way down. And then it will change the formula for everything. If you get my point. What's good, Jar? How's it going, brother? What's good, what's good? Raja Concepts are not doing too good this year. He loses most of his live trades. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something right now. The guy owns a broker. He makes more money if he loses live than if he wins. You understand that, right? Because let's say he's got, what, 1,000 viewers, 1,500 viewers. Respectfully, 99% of his viewers are degen gamblers, right? He has quite a big Indian audience, and that most of them just want to fucking make money. So they deposit to his broker. His broker then go on his stream. He loses. They copy the trade. And guess what? B-book trades go straight to broker profits. They don't even place your trades on the live market. So if he has 1,500 people losing $1,000 on a position, or let's say $100 on a position, well, he suddenly made, what is that? 150K? Just like that. But if he wins, guess what happens if he wins, chat? He has to pay them out on his broker and he loses money. Do the fucking maths. Why do you think this guy's coming on stream and losing so much? It's a fucking infinite money glitch. It's an infinite money glitch. And no one's figuring it out. Like, all these people still copy his trades like fucking idiots. He sits there with the demo account. It doesn't even matter if it's demo, Jar. It probably isn't demo. It's probably a live account. But guess what happens at the end of the day? The money goes back to him. Jar, something that'll interest you, right? Or actually, no, for the whole chat. I don't want to just address one person. But, chat, I went to go see a person who runs a broker the other day. So, a big tech company, a fintech company, and they basically have a big technology platform that they give to brokers, and they run a lot of the big brokers. And they told me so much stuff that I actually can't even say on stream about how you guys are getting scammed out your fucking brokerages and everything. Like, the brokerage wins, unless you're using like a fully regulated broker, the brokerage wins on every single account. Without fail. Chat, the 30-minute looks good here. You closed above. Top wicks first, though, is unfortunate. And also, look at the 5-minute rejection here. I really don't like that. I really, really don't like that. Hope you get interest, gents. Got to drop off. Stay disciplined and stay winning. Stay learning. Upset that I'm missing the Geoguessr. Somebody take that win from SG and SG get smoked. Crazy. Have a good day, Noose. Appreciate you, man. Oh my days. Chat, I'm gonna start punching fucking bees in a minute. It's nothing to do with the bees, but I can't punch pollen because I can't see it, so. I could be wrong, but I think futures brokers make money when you enter the trade rather than whether you lose, win, etc. It depends, bro. Yeah, it depends. It depends on all platforms. Yo, chat, I just got Matrix attacked. That's the first Matrix attack I've had in a while. We just had a brief drop off there for like a second, but it wasn't Wi-Fi, it was OBS. Are we back? Are we good? Pigeons are making price action trash? Always, man. Those pesky pigeons. Pesky pigeons, man. Chat, what's the move here? 30-minute pushing up, no bottom wick. Price action's very, very dire here. Me too in the USA also. What's good, Tony? Yeah, USA is... If you're in the USA, futures is a lot better, I think. But chat, nah, basically... I need to start my own broker. Because fucking hell. Like, they showed me the numbers of a small broker. Stupid money being made. They arbitrage everything. There's a markup on everything. So chat, if you're trading, right? Think about it this way. Most of the time you guys are like, most of us are B-booked, right? So you're not even actually placing trades on a live market because they know that most people lose, right? Even if you're not B-booked and if you're actually being connected with the liquidity provider, okay? They take a markup on every single fucking thing. So your price will be marked up. Your spread will be marked up. So let's say you have a 2 pip spread, right? The broker's only paying a 0.5 pip spread to the liquidity provider. So they're making 1.5 pips off you already. Then let's say you pay $7 a lot commission. Well, guess what? The broker's only paying $1 a lot. Then they put latency on your closes and your opens. So they'll put a latency. Let's say price is pushing upwards, right? Price is pushing upwards like this. Like crazy fast and aggressive. They'll put a latency on your close, so on your open, sorry. So even if you enter here, you actually get entered in up here. So then you've already lost like 5-6 pips off that. They do everything to fucking cheat you out your money. It's crazy, chat. That's why trading's so fucking tough. And also, chat, one thing that I learned as well. Literally, I went into the meeting looking to set up my own prop firm, okay? Like I went in and said to them, look, I've got X amount of money. I want to set up a prop firm. How do I do it? And they said, look, yeah, all of these things. We went through all the information. Chat, a prop firm is not a fucking regulated entity. A prop firm is literally a private company. And he said that, like, they literally showed me the law and the rules around it. There's no regulation. And the prop firm could just not give you an account for any reason. And that's perfectly legal. Even if you follow all the rules, all of that stuff, there's no regulation. Obviously, it's going to be bad marketing for the prop. But if they wanted to, let's say you got a 100K payout, the prop could literally just go, nah, we don't like the way you trade. We're not giving it to you. Or you get a live account, you get 400K funded or whatever. The prop firm can go, no, we don't like the way you trade. Sorry. And they're fully within their legal rights to do that. How insane is that, chat? I thought there was regulations behind it. I thought there was like all that stuff. And they were like, no, there's no regulations. Regulations are coming, but there's nothing yet. Insane, chat. So even if you win the trade off, the broker gets paid by the liquidity provider. Wow. Yeah, bro. Like, chat, I need to do a full wait, that's a fucking sick video. That's a sick video. Let me write this down. Because I have so much insider knowledge on fucking brokers and props. You guys would not believe it. Like, I have so much fucking knowledge. All right, I've written that down. That's why you got to create a system that beats this market and shady brokers. Yeah, true. Chat, fucking the 30-minute came down here, made a bottom wick and flip. Doesn't mean I can take anything, though. I'm going to wait for the 4-hour close now, chat. You got 20 minutes. 20 minutes, man. We're sharing crazy volume anyway. You still trade live, SG? Veg, I only trade live, bro. Whispers on a few FTMO traders I've seen, spoke to about regulations coming, but it seems like FTMO have already started the call. FTMO, I think the two prop firms that will survive regulations are FTMO and ACG. FTMO are famously ahead of a lot of things. But again, right, the guy who I spoke to at the fintech company said prop firms are doomed, right? It's a matter of time until prop firms are over. That's why I left the meeting not starting a prop, right? I literally went there thinking about opening my own prop firm and like starting the process. And I left thinking I'm not starting a prop firm. He gave it about 10 fucking months until props are done. Like most props. Because once regulations come in, they're all getting fucking ruined. Because they all fail their regulations. Like what? No, they all fail traders for no reason, right? None of them will follow what the regulations will be. And if they do follow what the regulations will be, it's going to be way less profitable for them. So I think realistically, it's going to be... I don't think props in general will die. I think most, like 99% of props will die. And the big ones like FTMO, Alpha Capital will stay. But other than that, I don't really see many. The fibers maybe. But other than that, I don't see many. But... And it's honoring their contracts, and it's also like the costs they're gonna have to pay and everything is gonna be higher. It's gonna be less profitable. They can't just fail people for no reason. But firms like Alpha Capital and FTMO. So chat, by the way, if you do want to get a prop firm account using a reliable prop, there's ACG for 20% off with code SG. But what I was saying was FTMO obviously bought Oanda, right? They have their own broker now. Alpha Capital have ACG Markets, which is their own broker. That gives them some more leeway than these white label props. A lot of prop firms, you guys don't realize, a lot of prop firms are just literally, they go to a company, say, we'll pay for your tech, we'll pay to use your broker, just change the name on the fucking front end. So it's just white label. A lot of the props you're trading are the same prop firms rebranded. Which is fucking insane, right? But a lot of them are literally white labels. One thing that I will say, a lot of traders, hang on. A lot of traders are upset about being B-booked, right? They're like, no, put me on an A-book because, you know, you're going to manipulate me on a B-book. The good thing about being on a B-book is the broker can actually remedy any issues. So if you're on an A-book, you're trading directly with the liquidity provider. Firstly, there's going to be a lot more latency. Secondly, if you do get slipped like 20 pips, 10 pips or whatever, there's fucking nothing your broker can do because you got placed on an A-book, so you can't do anything. Because if you get placed on a B-book and you get slipped like crazy and you have a broker that's actually like, you know, fair and reasonable, a lot of the time they'll just remedy it because it's like no money out of their pocket, no money out of your pocket, and they'll actually like reset your balance. But yeah, sometimes it's a bit better to be on a B-book actually than an A-book. It's insane they're all crooks? Yeah, they are. That's why I focus my skills on trading a live account, right? It's a different skill trading a live account than a funded account. You know, like, fair enough. If you can be profitable on a live account, you can be profitable on a prop firm, 100%. But not every trader who trades a prop firm could trade a live account. In fact, a lot of the people that you see, chat, a lot of the people that you see that get big payouts on prop firms could not do it on a live account. You know why? Because you can't buy 50 live accounts and full margin them in both directions. You can't do any of that shit on a live account. You have to actually trade responsibly. Loads of these guys, firstly, they get free evaluations. Secondly, if they don't get free evaluations, they're spending 20k on buying 10 evaluations, 20 evaluations, and then full margin in. And then they're, you know, being left with like 2 or 3 accounts funded, and then they get payouts. Cool. But you can't do that on a live account, right? It's not possible. Chat, 30-minute pushing back down here. See, look at that. That's why you don't take positions based off of like subpar entries. Trading a proper account has way more rules. That's true. That is true. But it's infinitely scalable, right? What's good, Tyler? How's it going, brother? How's it going, man? As long as they pay me out, B-Book or prop firm funded account are harder to trade. You need to have a system that has a high strike rate and a risk to reward. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Props are good tools. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't trade prop firms, but I'm saying if you get to like, do you recommend a broker? Yeah. I moved most of my stuff to Raise FX. They're pretty fucking good in my opinion. And they're one of those brokers that I was talking about where they'll most likely remedy if anything goes wrong, but I haven't had anything go wrong with them yet. Gold has given me 1 trade so far this month according to my system. Bro, that's a W, man. If gold's giving you 1 trade and you've only taken 1 trade, then that's a huge W. But how many trades have you actually taken? Ran by my boy Rays, yeah, trust me. Price looks baked. Yeah, we'll see, chat. This hourly close is going to be important, right? If the hourly close is bearish, you might continue down here. You've grabbed a lot of liquidity from above here. I've heard prop firms putting rules in that will cap the amount of trades you can take. Crazy. Took 2 so far, 1 profit, 1 losing. So the second trade you took was not part of your system, right? You have to fix that. I'm not like being purposely harsh on you to like be a dick. I'm just telling you, like, you know, that's what's gonna help your trading. Chat, drop a like if you haven't already right now. 70 of you in here right now. Drop a like, man. We can get to at least 50 likes on this stream. Much appreciated. Chat, also check the pinned chat if you haven't already. This YouTube video that I posted yesterday is full of value, like literally jam-packed full of value. Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you watch it. How is this 15 going to close here, chat? 20 seconds. Starting to reject a little bit. So you did close respecting here, chat. 5-minute no bottom wick. I didn't see that. And then you closed bullish here. Let's see if you continue up here or not, chat. It's very unpredictable right now, though. Chat, did anyone get any positions this morning? Anyone get any buys, any sells? Anyone catch this move up? If you did, congrats. All right, cool. Got a buy up from 3,220. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was watching this, but by the time I literally wanted earlier chat on stream, we wanted the 30-minute closure above. And like the 30-minute was closing, and then a minute before the close, chat, or like a couple of minutes before the close, it just went crazy. Would have been really nice if we actually got that position, but yeah, it didn't form, chat. So again, no setup, no position, right? It's rule number 1. Chat, I'm gonna get a drink 1 sec. I'll be back in literally 2 secs. Alright. We're back. F9, what's good, brother? How's it going, man? How's it going? Chat, 12 minutes into the 4-hour close. Realistically, let's go back over to Oanda. What do I want to see here? Best thing is to do is just trade news with 50 lots. I think that is the best thing to do, yeah. Can't lie. Alright, chat, look, as long as the 4-hour closes above 32.27 there, which it looks like we want to, you should have room, to be honest, up until 32.33 here. So that gives you around 50 pips of room to work with, chat. The 1-hour, the 2-hour looks really fucking good to continue up. 1 hour also looks nice. So, potentially, chat, yeah, the 1 hour's got clean traffic as well here. Potentially, we can look to take the buys after a closure back above this level here. And that should take you up towards 32, 36. Roughly in that area, right? Especially with the 2-hour closing the way it is as well. So let's lock it in here. You got 11 minutes to this closure. On the way home to finish shift early. How you going? Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm very, very good. Would like a nice little setup on gold, to be honest. Stops don't look too bad, though, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad, chat. How's your shift, Mr. FNAM? So yeah, chat, what we'll do is we'll watch the 4-hour close. If it closes like this, what I'm looking for here is essentially a closure above, a bottom wick, and then a flip upwards to take us up towards the top of the range. Every single time that you've closed above 32.27, every time you've continued up, right? Close above it here, continue up. Close above it here, continue up. Close above it here, obviously continue up. Same thing, same thing, same thing. So chat, we should tap into 32.36 here. I don't see why not. The next issue is though, where do we want to grab our liquidity from? Like realistically, you've grabbed a lot of liquidity already, okay, from down here. It's not a good color to use. You've grabbed a lot of liquidity from down here, right? So you shouldn't really need to grab that much to continue up. However, we are starting to reject here, so you do need some liquidity being grabbed. So we can look around this area here for our liquidity, I think. Around between 32.24 and 32.26. Roughly, like in this area here. If you can essentially make a closure above this level and then make a bottom wick down towards this level here, 32.25 roughly, and then flip, we'll take those buys to continue up, and then that should you know, take you up towards the top of the range. Make sense, chat? Very simple analysis, right? But we want a bottom wick around this area here. Yo, I'm tired. I don't know why, man. I need a second coffee, I think. I need a second coffee. Four-hour closing weird. Yeah, it's not the best, right? But it still needs a top wick, which is, I mean, it made a small one, but I do think realistically you're going to come up and make a top wick for that candle as well. You know, you've grabbed a shitload of liquidity, 4 hours closing bearish, but weak bearish. You know, you've got 30 pips of room up back towards the top wick of this candle. Even if you rip down, you should retest this high here. You know, I don't see why you wouldn't. So let's see. Let's see how it plays out, chat. Look, if it doesn't form, it doesn't form, but you got to be in it to win it. Not in a trade. You got to be in the zone, I guess. How big is this bottom wick here? Yeah, that's a 25 pip bottom wick. That's nothing major, chat. Stops will be relatively tight as well at that point. It might actually come down. To be fair, it's already come down to that level, so you might actually rip up from here. I didn't see that, but we've actually already grabbed. You know, it doesn't have to be on a new candle. It just has to tap it at some point, and we've already tapped that level. So I don't know, man. Busy as usual. Trade and gym at night. Fishing squid on the weekend after work. Midnight to morning. Do you have to fish squid at night? Are they nocturnal? Is that a thing? They only come out at night or what? FNAM, you better make me some calamari. Yeah, I would smash some calamari right now. Oh my god. Why is it called calamari rather than squid? Or is that just a word for squid? What language is that? Is it Greek? Oh no, Italian, I think. Your last video deserves to go viral because no one else explained that. Hey, let's go, bro. Yeah, honestly, some crazy value on this content, chat. French is calamari. It's good, Smarties. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. It sounds... Isn't Mari... I think Mari is Italian, though, for C. No. I don't know. No, I just like to fish at midnight on the jetty, quite windy, just myself, refreshing my mind. Fair play, bro. That makes sense, man. That sounds good. Late night fishing, you know. All right, chat. 5 minutes here to the closure. All right, nice. Okay, chat. By the way, I got big bags on Sunday midnight. Check Discord chat. Of squid. No way, man. How is it so bright? Bro, that looks so beautiful. That's insane. It's a lot of squid. Holy shit. Bro, you're making me hungry now. Eight squids. What do? Do you eat them, sell them, cook them in your restaurant, or what? My best record, fair. Eat some then. Okay, fair. All right, chat. 4 minutes here to the 4-hour close. I don't like the... actually, the 15 looks good here, chat. 15 looks not too bad. If we can close like this on the 15, chat. That's decent here for some buys. I want to close. I'd like to see a bullish 15-minute closure there. I think that's a good confluence. ChatGPT, squid is a general term for animal calamari, usually refers to, yeah. No, I know what it is, I just wondered where it came from, but we're all good. Deep fried squid is fucking, yeah, incredible. 5 minute creating some top wicks to push down. It is, yeah, it is, that's true. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the 5 minute structure now, chat. 2 minutes anyway here to the 4 hour close. Let's see how we close, chat. Obviously, we need to close above this level. If we don't, I'm done for the session at least. That's funny, bro. What does that sound like? Oh, shit. Chat, I'm a simple man. It's just the small things that make me laugh. All right. 2 minutes. Would be a great celery on the 30 minute for 15 closes like that. Yeah, true. True. We are starting to push down here though, chat, which I don't like. To be honest. Structure on the 5 minutes shifted a little bit more bearish. That's why I wanted the 15 bullish close, to be honest. I mostly like fishing squid and I can learn patience by doing it. That's true. Yeah, I've never been fishing, right? Let's see. 1 minute. Lock it in, chat. Let's focus up for a sec. No squid talk. Can we see a continuation back up here, chat? Or are we going to get that infamous closure below? The 1 minute made a closure below. The 1 minute's making a sky dweller right now. If this one minute flips, that's a beautiful sky dweller to continue back down. SG gives so much value, it's actually insane. Only one of the few only real ones. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it big time. "46 seconds, chat. What are we gonna do here?" 5 minute. Bro, there's just no positions this morning. It's unfortunate. We literally got nothing though this morning. Looks as if the 4 hour is going to close below as well. Yeah, chat, close below here. On the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Bottom wick first, of course, right? Oh no, top wick first. Okay. Chat, that's cooked for me, at least. To be honest. Why won't it fucking zoom in with the double click like it normally does? Did close technically above, right? On, what's it called? No, I didn't. It closed below. My bad. The level was to the left. All right, chat. Look. Let's play the Geoguessr, and that's going to be it from me. Chat, today's stream had so much fucking value. Like, a ridiculous amount of value. So, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you drop a like. And also, go check out that video I just posted earlier. That video was, honestly, just full of value. Like, literally jam-packed full of value. So, make sure you watch it. And drop a like on that one as well. And yeah, have a great rest of the day, chat. If you are dipping off now, make sure you drop a like on your way out. It's completely free. For those of you playing the Geoguessr, Get ready to get smoked, man. You guys are in serious danger here. I've been practicing. No, I'm joking, I haven't, but I wish. Chat, just you wait until the inaugural TRLS Geoguessr champs. That's when it's getting serious. Have a good day ahead, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go chill with my parents for a bit. Bro, it's a really sunny day, so I wanna go in the pool at that villa and everything, and then I don't know, man, we'll see. Right, chat, I'm gonna start this in about 5-10 seconds, yeah? 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get it, man. It's a big game. Big round of Geoguessr here. I'm saying like I know anything. Oh, that doesn't help. Yeah, I was gonna go mid. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Bro, I did not know what language that was. It threw me off like crazy. I was first gonna go like Germany, then I was gonna go like Sweden, but then that language really threw me off. What is this? This looks beautiful. I thought so. It's like somewhere, I reckon here. I'm just putting it in the middle to guess. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Close enough, kind of. Sweden's massive, bro. Artigskogen. I don't know what that means, but art school, maybe? Chans. Yeah, fucking, I should have realized. Okay, fair. Chat, I'm getting smoked here. I'm not even in the top 5. 25 kilometers, Malenko. Fair play. Right, you guys have to let me win because it's my stream, and if not, I'm taking my ball home. It won't let me move. Alright, let's just stick it somewhere here. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it, man. Whoa. Second last. Literally only behind Beg. Only in front of Beg. That's ridiculous. Beg, if you beat me, I'm not going to be fucking happy, bro. Which one is it where they have... I think it might be here. Fuck yeah, get smoked. 32 kilometers away. Oh! Oh! What a comeback. What a comeback, chat. Get smoked, bro. I came from 9th to 2nd in one fucking... Get smoked, chat. Holy shit. I've just absolutely murked all of you. You're all shit at the game. Fuck yes. That's made my day, chat. That's better than a W on the charts. Alright, man. I'm joking. What a game that was. That was actually super fun. I can't lie. Chat, have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you all very, very much, man. Honestly, what a valuable stream. That's not even a word. Valuable is the word, but there you go. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Tomorrow on London session, most likely. No, not most likely. I will be there 100%. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. If you haven't already, go watch that new YouTube video. And yeah, peace out, chat. Much love. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Yeah, throw some dubs. Why not?